Go into here to make it presentable for them so I can see it. Save. Okay, good to go. All right. So I'm going to put up. Oh, bell ringer. Did we do a bell ringer in here yet? Yeah? Lydia? What's this part? Oh, yeah, okay. All right. Put that away. See what we're doing. Student month. Student month. I'm kidding. All right, I'm going to put up the bell ringer for today. That's what we're going to start off with. You all know how to do that. Okay, so let me just put this up for you. Oh, I want that. All right, so we talked about a citizenship test yesterday. I thought it was pretty cool with Jay Leno going around and the lady that thought 32 stars. Oh, yeah, 32 states, right? No, it's not. I can't see it. The flag's moving. It's waving in the wind. I can't really count the stars right now. So the citizenship test. Do you think the citizenship test is needed and essential to grant citizenship to a person who's looking to become a citizen in the United States? So please work on that. Again, I think you should you should write down the question, okay, and write down the answer so that we're all on the same page with that. How's your day going, Devin? Pretty good. It's all right. Okay. Austin, how about you, man? How's your day going? Good. I like your shoes. Yeah. Hopefully we don't have a rainy day. You know what I mean? Those white shoes will get dirty. Make it play like Jordan, huh? Make me like Mike. You ever see that movie? It's a good movie. Alex, how you doing, buddy?
Look at you remembering everyone's name.
I know. That's why I need to keep doing it. See if I remember everybody's names here. Hannah, Laura, everybody else I know. Shara? Yeah. Well, Faye. We call you Faye.
Faye. And who's this?
That's Alex.
Alex, I don't know.
Troutman. Sean Troutman's brother.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I do know. Sean was my very favorite.
He was mine too. He's cool.
He was such a nice kid.
Alex, I don't know. He's drifting away. No, I'm just kidding.
Are you the opposite?
No, he's great.
No, I have to tell you the story. Like, Sean I don't know, he might have been in ninth grade, and he would wait for the bus, right? And I'd always blow the horn. I don't know what happened, but there was this duck in my vehicle that squeaked.
Yeah.
And we would always honk it at him. How I got to know him.
Yeah, that's funny. I have 3 classes in a row. This is it here. And usually I have an 8th period because Casimir's gone. So, oh man. Sarah, how you doing today? You get to class on time then for Heath? A little late.
Did you see her locker?
No.
It's amazing.
Nice.
Get her to show you.
Organized.
Just right across the hall.
Oh, I see. Yeah, it's right over here.
Yeah. She has shelves in it.
I'll have to check this out.
It's really nice.
A big guy organization. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Do we need more time? How about 1 or 2 more minutes? Does that sound good? Austin's shaking his head. So, yeah, I'll give you guys 1 or 2 more minutes. Just because Austin says so, right? Yeah. Holden's done. All right, so let's go over this real quick. So, do you think a citizenship test is needed and essential to become a citizen in a country? Let's say the United States. Someone wants to come over, they have to take a citizenship test. All right, does anybody know how that goes? So, if you take it, you fail it, you got to take it again. And if you fail it a second time, you got to do what? Does anybody know? Okay, you know?
Yeah, my mom did it.
Okay.
And then she actually just passed.
Oh, right away. There you go. Nice. That's really good. There's a lot of hard questions on there. I mean, some of it's just basic history and government, but for some people it's tough, as we saw yesterday with Jay Leno, right? So some of the questions he was asking were right from the citizenship test, which I'm going to post for you guys later to work on. 100 questions. Good luck. Good luck. Now we'll get it done. How about I make it like a week assignment? You get like 10 done a day, you'll be good, right? Well, you'll have to do a little bit more than 10, but it should be okay. Right. So, do you think it's so? Let me get back to the story. So, if you fail it a second time, you got to meet with an official, okay, or he or she has to see if you're able to gain citizenship in the United States. Okay. So it depends on that official, I guess, to see if you're good to go or not, right? So a citizenship test, do you think it's needed? What do you guys think? Lydia, what do you think? Yeah? Why is that?
Because you need to understand all the history and like how they work.
Okay. So it's beneficial to know a lot of these facts, right? Do you need to know all the history, though? Do you know all the history? Yeah, you're a student months. You know all the history. You get to wear the bell all the time. Yeah, of course. Hannah, what do you think? Yeah? So just to know the basic structures of our government, know some history. Alex, what about you, buddy?
I think they should know like the major stuff, but I don't think they need to know like as much as the test is asking that for. Decent amount of Americans don't even know us.
Tough too on the PowerPoint that I had. Okay, I know we ran short a little bit, but the last one, I think the last question was governor of PA, and we all know it's Tom Wolf, right? So yeah. Okay, what about you, Holden? What do you think, man?
How the country is running and what's going on in society.
Yeah. Okay, good. Austin, what about you, buddy?
I think yeah, history and know all the laws.
Oh, okay, know all the laws.
Well, not all.
Yeah, you like that song, Breaking the Law, Breaking the Law. No, we don't want to do that. We don't want to know that. Tiffany, what about you? Yeah? Okay, so the basic structures and history. Faye? Yeah.
Yeah, because it would be unfair to be automatically citizen from the Americans. It would be unfair for them because when you're from the other country
Yeah.
and then you became automatically citizen, it would be unfair to the Americans. You need to take the test to prove if you're really deserving.
All right. Yeah, good. Good. Okay. Sarah?
I said yeah, because we should know, like everyone else said, structure of the country, how it works. I also believe that the United States citizens should be able to, I think it's good to have the knowledge of
Yeah.
the country.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, good. Like you said, not every American can probably answer all those questions and get a passing grade on it even, right? Woodward, what about you, buddy?
I'd say yes, but not everything on the test needs to be known, like the major events in history that occurred.
Yeah, I got you. So maybe a less intensive version of it. Okay. Nice. Miss O'Neill, what do you think?
I thought as well. I
Okay.
think there should be something that you need to know about the country some of the questions are out, like,
Yeah.
it's not relevant. Like,
Okay.
You should know processes, or you should know like the big ideas, but I
Yeah.
don't think you need to know who the Speaker of the House is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it changes, I just think.
It changes a lot.
Right.
Yeah. You're right.
I mean, the president, I can see yes, you know what I
Yeah.
mean, but
Yeah.
I don't know, I think some of the questions are.
Yeah. Yeah. Alex?
I say yes, that ties into voting.
Okay. Yeah. So if obviously you should know what party and what agenda they have. Something that what might pertain to you or your community. That would be very beneficial. So especially with voting, right? If you have a say in government, if you want to try to vote on certain aspects of life that might change or affect your community, you should know exactly what platforms they're going with or agendas, right? Yeah, that's important. Good, Devin.
Yeah, it's like know what history you're going in, what country you're gonna learn, gonna do and stuff.
Yeah, good. So everybody was all on the same page, so that we need to know a certain amount of knowledge about the United States. Oh, Laura, I'm sorry, I skipped you over there. Yeah, yeah. So like everybody was all on the same page here that we need to know a certain amount of history, basic structures of government, and maybe in some cases it's a little intensive. It's a little rigorous, more rigorous than than it should be, I guess. Maybe we can kind of limit some of the questions on there that might be tougher, things like that. Some questions there shouldn't fit on there, I guess you could say. So yeah, I think we all can agree that there should be some sort of citizenship test in order to enter the country. All right, good. Is there any questions on that, guys? Citizenship test. I'm going to post all the questions on the citizenship test at the end of class here. You guys can get a kickstart on it, actually. I'll give you a little bit of time to work on it. Okay. All right, so right now I'm going to post the citizenship survey. It might have posted already. I don't know if it did or not. Did it, Sarah? Do you know?
I think
Yeah? Okay.
that's all.
Okay. Yep, here it is, the survey. So guys, please work on this right now. It shouldn't take you too long. It shouldn't take you too long at all. We'll have to discuss it then, and then we'll go over some of the purposes of government. So here's all you got to do. So a survey of being a good citizen. So you're going to do a rating scale of 0 to 10, 10 being the highest rating. Rank how the following actions demonstrate being a good citizen. So you're going to go through these statements here, and then you're going to give it a rating. So 10 being this is what every citizen should do, okay? And 0 being this doesn't really make a great citizen, okay? This doesn't mean that you're a great citizen at all, okay? So on and so forth. Does anybody have any questions on that before you start it? Good? Okay, so just give it a rating. We'll go through it. We'll discuss it after you're done. I'll give you a couple minutes to work on that. Do we need more time to work on that? Are we good? Okay, one more minute. One more minute. Should be good then. All right, so let's go over this real quick. A, hanging an American flag outside the home. What rating do we have for this for being a good citizen? So remember, 10 being the highest. It's like, oh, if you hang a flag outside your home, you're the best citizen in the world. You get a 10. And if you don't think that's really, being a good citizen, or being involved with being a good citizen, you can give it a 0. Okay.
If you want to, you can.
Okay. All right. So if you hang a flag outside your house, let's just say that's saying that you're a great citizen, right? But you're saying, it doesn't really matter, right? If you want to, you can. It's showing that you're patriotic, you support our country, but for the most part, it's not making or breaking you as a great citizen. So, like, you could be breaking laws, doing some crazy stuff, and hanging a flag out. So, I'm a good citizen. You can't come and arrest me, right? Yeah. Alex, what do you have?
-6.
You got a 6? Okay. Why a 6? So it's a little bit more than a 5, I guess, right?
Same thing that she said. It's just being patriotic.
Okay. Good. Good. Holden?
Got a 6.
6 as well. Does anybody have like a 10, 0? Anybody? Sarah, what do you have? 6? Okay. Yeah, so that's a good rating, I'd say, 5, 6 range. I mean, yeah, it's showing that you support our country. You're hanging outside your house, but hey, you might have committed some crimes. You might have broke some laws. But if you hang out your flag, showing maybe you're patriotic. Good example. My dad, he loves the Miami Dolphins. Whenever they win, which not a lot, he takes down the American flag and puts up the Miami Dolphins flag. Or the Jolly Roger. He likes the Pittsburgh Pirates. Same thing. They don't really win too much either, so we don't see the Jolly Roger hanging too much. But for him taking down American flag and putting the Dolphins flag, does that make him a bad citizen? No. It's just showing, hey, my team won. First time in a million years. So there it is. All right, good. I think that's a good rating. B, speaking out or demonstrating against the government when you think it is wrong. So voicing your opinion against the government. What do we think here? Devin, what do you have? A 4? Okay. A 4? Why do you give a 4?
It's not really, you know, politics aren't really the greatest, but it's not really our jurisdiction to argue what's going on over there for politics.
Okay. All right. So yeah, voicing your opinion sometimes maybe it's something out of our hands, right? But if you're really for a reason why this you want to voice your opinion, maybe you're the activist, right? Maybe you're the person that's trying to push for something to happen, right? This is happening throughout the United States today with a lot of these riots and violence across the streets and things like that. I mean, is it necessary? Some people might not think so, and some people might think, hey, this is a great cause. So it's kind of up in the air. This is one of those things that, it's not really showing you as a great citizen. It's not showing you as a bad citizen either. Sarah, what do you have for this one?
I said 7 because I think like throughout history, reasons that certain things happen to lead to the rights we have now are as a result of activist movements, like civil rights movement, women's rights movement. Like if people had spoken out to try to make the change in their government, we might not have those rights.
Yeah, exactly. So the United States, it's a government by the people for the people, right? So the people should be kind of making and deciding what laws that they want to be followed. One of my professors in college, he has a title book called Conceived in Crisis. And I think that's a great title for a book describing the United States and how it became what it is today. Because let's face it, rebellions, riots, different types of activist movements, civil rights movements. If a lot of these things never happened, we wouldn't have the country that we have today, right? And I think his book really it's good because it kind of describes a lot of these rebellions, these acts that happened throughout United States history that build it to what it is today. And that's kind of what I wanted to do with the U.S. conflicts course. Okay, I just kind of talk about these rebellions and these activist movements and how we can maybe see how the United States formed to what it is. Okay, Tara?
I was also going to ask a lot of things said that. That's kind of how our country even existed.
Yeah.
If they, if British North American colonists hadn't rebelled, well, like this country might not even exist.
Yeah, it might not even be here, right? Might not even be here. And who knows what would happen if that was the case, right? Yeah. Good, good. Anybody have anything different for that?
And I think that varies depending on, like, speaking out or demonstrating, and I just, like today, the riots and stuff, destroying everything, that's not the proper way to demonstrate. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I do think it makes you a good citizen if you exercise your rights.
Yeah.
But in the proper manner.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. When we get to protests, we'll talk a little bit about violent protests, peaceful protests, things like that that kind of are different in ways. Like civil rights movement compared to today's movements might be a little different, but in some cases it's very similar, right? Which we'll talk about examples when we get to that point. Good, good. So again, it's kind of just your opinion, whatever your rating might be. C, giving money to charities. Giving money to charities. What do we think here for this one, Tiffany? What rating do you have?
I think it's
A 7? Okay. Why is that?
because I mean, like, it doesn't really matter if you give money to charity or anything.
Okay, but it shows you know what? Hey, he's a good guy. He's giving money to charity. He's trying to support his local sports teams or local fundraisers, restaurants, whatever it might be. Okay, so charities, yeah, it could be showing you as a good citizen, but for most cases, not really, right? You don't have to give money to charity to be a good citizen. And what do you have for this one? 7 too? Cool. Alex? 5. You're in the middle? Okay. So a lot of these statements are kind of 5, right in the middle. I mean, if you're fully patriotic, you want to hang a flag out, you might say 10. Yeah, that's a good citizen right there, but it's totally up to you. This one might actually have an extreme one here. Should paying taxes on time. Paying taxes on time. What do we think, Austin? A 9, 9, 10, right? Okay. Woodward, what do you have? A 10, yeah. Holden? A 10. Does anybody have anything different for this one? I'm not a big fan of taxes, but hey, it is what it is. You got to pay them because if you don't, the government can take your assets, right? If you don't pay your taxes, roads won't be established. You'll have bumpy roads, which I know around these areas, the roads aren't the greatest, but hey, they could be worse, right? They could be worse. If you go to Shenandoah and Monomoy, maybe not, but I'm just kidding. But schools, okay? School taxes, right? We want to have iPads. We want to have a place to come to learn, education, right? Things like that. Okay, there's many other things too that taxes pay for. That if you're paying it on time, that's it should be high on your list on your survey. Okay, good. Speaking English. Speaking English. What do we have here, Alex?
I said 0.
0? Okay. Why do you say that?
There's a lot of people that speak English that better.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Loyal citizens too, right? That don't break laws, that are, always, that are always doing the right thing. They might not speak English, but it's not saying that they're a bad citizen. Good. Anybody else here? Lydia, what do you have for this one? 8?
Because most people only speak English.
Okay. All right. Good. I mean, to enter the country, right? So an immigrant needs to know some sort of English, right? For the most part. For laws, for understanding regulations, understanding different types of Let's say to know agendas for politics, right? Foundations of government, histories, things like that. Just run low on time. Voting. Voting. What about voting here? What do we have for here? What do we have for here? Laura, what do you have?
I have 6 because like people don't vote and then vote.
Yeah.
But it's still
Okay, yeah, good. I like that. I like that. You're not a bad citizen if you don't vote, right? So this upcoming election, people might not agree fully with one presidential candidate. So it's like, you know what? I'm not going to vote. It's like it is what it is. Okay, I'm not fully on board with one of these two people. Or let's say you want to vote for a third party. Same thing. Okay. Now let's say you're not on board with any of these people's agendas. It doesn't mean you're a bad citizen for not voting. It just means that you're not fully supportive of one of the candidates. Right? What do we have here, Alex? What do you have for that one too? You did 10? Okay. So voice your opinion, right? It's your right to do that. So if you want your voice heard, if you want to try to change something in your community or at a national level, you vote. Good. Good. Again, no one's wrong here with this. G, not criticizing the government policies during the times of war. What do we have for this? What do we already have?
I have a 10.
A 10? Okay, so you think we should be fully supportive of the government's actions and policies that they push out during wartime. All right, yeah, so during World War II especially, they tried to help with resources. Let's try to eat as much, we'll try to save and ration as much items as possible to help with the war effort. Okay, good. All right, that's a good example, right? Anything different for this one? So some people might not agree with what the war's about. So Vietnam especially. Okay, there's a lot of people that said, why are we fighting a war overseas for, what are we doing? Trying to prevent communism to go to this third world country? Okay, what can they offer the United States? Not much. What can they offer the Soviet Union if they gain them? Not much. So why are we fighting this war? Okay, so there was a lot of backlash, rebellions against, the United States government even during the Vietnam War, just because what are we doing there? And so again, it's up to you deciding what you rate that statement. It's depending on what you think. Okay. H, swearing an oath of allegiance to the United States. Swearing oath of allegiance to the United States. What do we have for this one? Faye, what do you have for this one?
I can 5 on it.
A 5? Okay. Why do you say a 5?
It doesn't matter if it's for all and if you don't, if you still break the rules.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I like that. I mean, yes, let's just say swearing oath is serving your country in military. Not many people, not every person serves in the military. It's not like they're a bad citizen for doing that. It's just that they want to do something different. Okay, they want to try to see their worth at some other career to try to benefit the country in a different way or different light, right? Okay, good. Devin, what do you have?
6.
A 6? Okay, so you're a little bit higher on that just because you think, you know what, they should have an oath. They should be patriotic. They shouldn't really challenge the government in any way. Okay, good. Anybody else have anything for that? Austin, what do you have for that? A 10? Okay, why do you say that? Just being fully supportive, right? Okay, that you will die for your country, that you're that patriotic for it, and you're there to serve the country. That's good. That's good. There's nothing wrong with that either. So again, this is all opinion based. It's whatever you want.
Like, anybody's coming in.
Yeah.
Are better at doing that, and not just literally to do it, but they appreciate what we have here more than what people who have always been here.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean? So I think that is important. Like just pledging the flag.
Yeah.
Like, see, that bothers me so bad when kids don't pledge the flag.
Yeah.
Like, and it, I think it's just that one little symbol of your, I'll do what I can to make it better.
Yep. You got a little bit of time here, Austin. But yeah, I totally agree. With that, it's like, well, immigrants especially, it's like, hey, they saw the grass on the other side. It's not always greener. In many cases, it's not. Right? I'd say for a country in the world, I'd say we have a lot of opportunities that many other countries can't really offer. And some people take that for granted. And that's just, it is what it is. Okay, Laura?
I'm going back to what Jackie said, but like at football games, like when they like pledge, they don't take their hats off. Like,
Oh,
yeah, that like bothers me so much. Like,
okay. Well, yeah, I understand what you mean, and at the same time, though,
like,
you're right.
I just think it's like, really disrespectful.
Okay.
Like, if people like don't stand and pledge.
Yeah. Yeah. And at the same time, it's their right to challenge some, and even voice their opinion about why they might not be pledging or standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. But at the same time, again, it's your opinion, and that's how it goes, right? Okay. So it's this country, one of their main things, the First Amendment, is giving the rights to the people. And if they have a problem with something, they can voice their opinion the way they want. And that's how this government and this country was set up. So, yep, no one's wrong, no one's right, right? It's just depending on what your beliefs are, your opinions are. All right, last one. Serving in the military or national volunteer service, such as the Peace Corps. We have. Tiffany, what do you have? An 8? Okay. All right, so serving your country is strong. Helping support other countries throughout the world. That is something that is valuable to being a good citizen. Okay, good. Anybody have anything else? Alex, what do you have? You had an 8? Okay, that's high. Anybody else? Sarah, what do you have?
I had an 8 because I don't think it's imperative that you be part of the military to be a good citizen necessarily, but being part of
Yeah, good. All right. Are you guys good with the survey? So again, it's based off your opinion, your beliefs on what you think is a good citizen. Obviously, everybody has different answers. Some more extreme than others, but that's all okay. That's all okay. We live in the United States to have these freedom of rights and opinions, and to express them the way we want. Okay. All right. So I wanted to go over the purposes of government, but how about we just finish off you just reading over them? Does that work? It's only one page, I promise. That's it. So I'll put that up here on the board. Where do you find the textbook chapter again? Oh, yeah, the website. There you go. How cool is that website? Thanks, Miss O'Neill. You're the first person to say that. So we're going to go to this is it? No, that's not it. We're going to go to the website, Mr. Bowman's website. We're going to go to Freedom Understanding the Government under classes. We're going to scroll down once it loads. Okay, chapter 1. Load up here for it. Okay, we're going to start on page. Let me find it here. Here we go. So it's page 9, but does anybody see on a PDF what number it is? Starts off the purposes of government. That's what we're going to start off with today. The purposes of government. The only thing I want you to read is maintain social order. Okay. If you want to, I think it's very helpful. Government in daily life. Providing public services. Providing national security. And making economic decisions. So you're going to finish up on page 11. So it's like 1.5 pages. I'm sorry. But 9 to 11. So you're just going to read over the purposes of government, maintain social order, providing public services, providing national security, and making economic decisions. You guys got that? Okay. So read over that. We'll discuss that tomorrow. That's what the lesson will be. My learners, that's it. Just read over that for tomorrow. That would be great. Stop recording.